Welcome back to Welsh Miniature Board Gamer. Without any sort of preamble, I'm going to jump straight into this video. So as you know, last time I left it with me wanting to flock this and dreading the idea. But this is how I got on. So first of all, I use PVA glue, and I'm lifting up the model from the cardboard underneath because I don't want to stick my model to the cardboard. So I watered down the PVA slightly to make it a bit runnier, so it'll flow into the surface a bit better. And I go around all of the brown. I do leave the occasional grey piece sticking up, so it looks like there's a stone standing up there. And if you've done the dry brushing, you've caught certain rocks that were standing up proud of the mud anyway, or the brown colouring. So yeah, I just go around, put plenty of PVA and water down. And then I get my green, so my grass colouring. I don't know what you're going to say, this is meant to be snow, but I start off with a green base so that, again, anything that comes off snow-wise, I'll at least have some grass underneath because the snow has landed on top of the grass. I suppose, in terms of Frostgrave, I suppose really there wouldn't be any grass underneath because it's been frozen for thousands of years or hundreds of years. Although maybe because it's froze so hard, maybe the grass was frozen solid too, who knows. So yeah, we go all over, we pour the flock down, the green flock, or throw it down, whichever way you want to do it. If you pinch it and sort of thing it like salt on food, then it'll be very fine. Or if you just throw it on, so I'm sort of pinching and throwing here, and then I tap it down just so that it adheres to the base, like so. And then I give it a good old tap over my container and I catch the excess. So that's the one good thing about doing it this way. You don't actually lose very much at all because it all falls back into your container or onto the cardboard where you can pick it back up and pour it into your container because you're not getting all of this glue all over the cardboard underneath. So yeah, I'm throwing it on here because it's a bit of an awkward place to go, so I'm actually just throwing it on so that I can actually cover it a bit better. And then I'm picking up certain areas on the side where I think, oh, that's fairly flat, some sort of moss or grass would grow there, you know, just to give an idea that it's not just you know, stone. I want to break up the stone even where, you know, there is some stone. So yeah, I'm putting some on the stairs as well so that it looks like some moss cover or grass has grown because this place has been deserted for a while. And then on top, now I'm spreading this out quite sparsely compared to the base. I'm not trying to cover everything because I do want some of that mud to show through. Because this is on top of a rock, so I think that there's going to be less grass or less lush grass coverage. So here I am sprinkling it on instead of throwing it on in order to get a more patchy look to it. So now I'm coming back with a burnt grass colour. Now I've gone a little bit overboard here, but it won't matter because, like I said, I'm going to be going over all this with snow soon anyway. So the burnt grass is to give it some sort of highlight, some sort of, you know, interesting colour. So here it is, down, and now I'm just going to spray it with watered down PVA, and I'm drenching this in so that everything gets a nice covering and it'll all seep into each other. So then I'm pouring my snow flock on top of this. Now it's exactly the same way. I'm doing it slightly lighter than I did the grass flock, but it's the same way of applying it really. Now my snow flock is cheap Hobbycraft snow flock. I think it was £2 per bag in Hobbycraft in the UK. So if you're anywhere near a Hobbycraft, pick it up. It's good stuff. I've tried to see if it discolours, and I've left it out in my car for over a month and it hasn't discoloured. So that's been in the sun and everything on a piece People must have wondered what this thing was in my window, but it was a little tester piece that I had put out, and I left it in there for over a month, and it hasn't discoloured at all. So don't worry about this stuff discolouring. Now, if your spray bottle is getting a bit sort of too strong, it's just like one shot instead of spraying, spray it onto your hand and let it drip down off your hand. That's one way of defusing the spray, so it doesn't like blow holes in it. And this is kind of what it looks like at this point. Finished, but obviously very wet. So I'm probably going to go over this again with another coat of PVA to really sort of settle things in. But this is it once we finished. And I think I've actually done quite a good job here. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it might look. And I didn't have to fret about it quite as much as I did. You know, I'm happy with it. I don't know about anyone else. I don't know if anyone else thinks, oh, this looks rubbish, or that they could do better. Probably they could. I got no problem with saying that people can do better. Me removing one of the many cat hairs which has appeared on this thing since. But I think this is a nice gaming piece, and I think, you know, for as much work as I've put into it, I'm really proud of it, and I think it's going to sit in my Frostgrave scenery pretty good. So if you like this video, do the usual, likes, subscribe, comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But really, until next time, use a few glamour pictures of it, and goodbye from Welsh Miniature Board Gamer.